this is the brine that I use. It's the Williams-Sonoma brining blend, and I like the citrus and herb one. They have all kinds of different ones, the apple and just some brown sugar ones, but that's the one I like. And I am boiling it, and it's just come to a boil now, so I stop that, and I need to let that cool completely, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator in the brining bag. And I am fortunate enough to live where there's a local Amish market, and it's really cool. And I am in line. This is actually the only time I will ever stand in line for anything. Y'all know I ain't really good on big, long lines, but this is where I get my turkey from. I get an organic turkey for my family, and I ordered it in advance, so I get it this Thanksgiving Eve morning, and that's what I'm doing. I'm standing in this really long line waiting to get my turkey this morning. Go me! Stop! Alright, so the bird's been in the brine, in the refrigerator. Get all that goodness in there. And we're not going to rinse the bird. We're just literally going to drain it, and then we're going to pat it dry. And just lift him on up out of there like that. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Let him drain. That's a big bird, huh? And we're going to put him on his back. Lay him in the pan. So we take plain paper towels and we pat him dry. In my family, we always named the turkey. And it's so funny because we always named it the same name. We just added years onto it. So we would call it Russell. I was raised by crazy people, trust me. This sucker is trussed up really well. I'm just going to unloosen that up a little bit. And that's one of the good things about getting your turkey fresh and non-frozen. They can keep certain parts of the skin more taut so that you could use the pieces like they were meant to be used. Okay, in the next step, we're going to take some organic butter that has been softened, or whatever kind of butter you use, but it's just been softened to room temperature. And you use your hand, so this is pretty icky, but you just massage old Russell. Give Russell a full massage, honey, and get it all up and through. One thing that I do, when I baste, I used to use the a basting, the little bulb thingy, but I actually use a paintbrush now to baste with, like every 20 minutes, and to get it right. So I put a good bit of that butter in the cavity. And my mom used to do this, so I do it too. But she took half a bell pepper and put in there, half an onion and put in there, and half a lemon. And I've scored the lemon along there so that, it's, I don't know. That's just the way she did it. I just do it the way she does it. And it's always good, so don't change anything that ain't broke, that's for sure. Alright, one thing that I have added that my mother did not do, and this is because I use an organic bird, and it's not all plumped up with all of those different juices and stuff. So I make what I have called Erica B gloves for the bird. There's all kinds of twine. I use the linen twine because it won't burn on the bird, and you have like the little burn pieces in there. So that's that linen twine seems to be the best for what I like. And to truss the bird, I'm just going to go under here, and I just want to get my wings to be close to the breast. Tuck that. And then take this up under the legs, come up around here, and we're just going to tie it off at the bottom here. And I know a lot of people think that this is hard to do. It actually, I mean, it's really, really simple. So I'm going to maneuver that so that my wing is underneath that twine and tucked up on my bird really well. Tony Chachere's, I got some cayenne pepper, and I have some garlic and herb seasoning. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that on my bird, keeping in mind that the majority of this will not stay on the bird, and it's only until you start making your basting oil, which is going to be in the bottom of your pan, that you actually have to start worrying about your seasoning, because that's going to all be on the bird and in the gravy from your drippings. And again, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I just know how we like it, and I do it like we like it. So if you don't, screw this new one. If you guys do not like your food spicy, I mean, this can be done whichever way that you like it to be seasoned. We just do it the way we like it done because, you know, we're our people and we do what we want. So there you have it. All right, so the next thing is to have the man put it in the oven. I'm going to put it in there at 450 degrees initially for 30 minutes. So that's just a quick roast, and that's kind of like searing the bird so that it gets nice and moist and juicy. And we're going to sear the bird without it being covered. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll come back 30 minutes after that and do the next step. Okay, so it's been seared, and you see how lovely and golden that is. Can you come in close? How just, you know, all the seasonings are in there. I'm going to put some just plain ordinary chicken broth in the bottom of my pan here. And just right up until almost the line of the rack starts. And that's just to add, you know, more stuff to keep it moist because, again, it's an organic bird. If you notice, I've gone ahead and put the giblets in there because those are going to be stripped and cut up for our gravy. And this is a blanket that I've made for it. The inside is lined with parchment paper and aluminum foil, and I'm just going to lay that on top of the bird like that. And now we're going to put this in here for, my bird has to cook for 4 hours and 30 minutes. We've done 4 hours. We've done 30 minutes. We're going to set the timer for 2 hours now and let it roast, because after 2 hours, that's when I want to start basting it. So I'll let it go like that now. Keep checking to make sure the bottom of it has enough liquid in it, but because a lot of liquid won't run out of it because it's an organic bird. And then I'll start doing the basting juices and getting that all primed and prepped and ready to go. Alright, so the bird has been cooking for 2 hours, and now it's time to start basting. Slide it out here. Lift the blanket off it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So let me show y'all how I baste the bird. With a paintbrush. Get it all around, tucked around, deep everywhere. And for the last 2 hours of cooking, you're going to baste it every 20 minutes. So do 2 hours on there, and you know, just every 20 minutes you gotta do a little bit more painting. And for me, the paintbrush helps get it all in the crevices and everything. Whereas when you're using the basting bulb thingy, you know, you just squirting it all on there and stuff. It's kind of hard to keep it where you want it to be. So be careful of the stove and everything. So we put the baby blanket back on it. That's the woo woo woo. Sliding back on in there. After 20 more minutes, more basting.